It's been 1 week since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, which established the right to an abortion. Since then, protests have erupted coast to coast. Tonight, a local woman is weighing in with her story, wanting to provide the context she says has been lacking from some of the conversations. Amel Elhel joins us now in studio with more. Amel.
Teresa, Arlene Young has lived in Western New York her whole life, and when she learned she was pregnant at age 21, she had a decision to make, a decision that was made harder at a time when Roe v. Wade hadn't existed yet. In 1969, Arlene Young was pregnant at 21 years old. With an unsupportive partner and a whole life ahead of her, she made the decision to have an abortion, a procedure that was illegal at the time.
I was filled with fear and dread and panic.
Without the option to have a safe abortion at home, Young traveled outside U.S. borders to Puerto Rico for a procedure she says scarred her for the rest of her life.
I flew back the following night, and within 12 hours of being at home, I ended up in the emergency room with what they classified as a septic abortion, which was a really severe infection.
Young spent 1 week in the hospital with around-the-clock care, being pumped full of antibiotics.
I went home. I healed physically, but emotionally took me many, many, many years.
Young says had she been able to have the procedure done in her hometown, the residual pain she feels today wouldn't be such a burden.
If it had been legal when I was pregnant, it would have been a lot easier, it would have been a lot safer.
4 years after Young's procedure, abortions became legal, something she says came as a sigh of relief. But now with the Supreme Court overturning the nearly 50-year-old landmark decision, Young is reminded of all she went through.
It brings it all back like it was yesterday, you know, this illegal where people, they're going to try to get on a plane or a bus or a train to get that abortion. And the ones that can't, they're going to be forced to have a baby that they don't want.
Young says overturning Roe v. Wade will not prevent abortions from happening. It will just prevent safe abortions from happening, leading people to take drastic actions like she did over 50 years ago.
They're going to find a way, whether it's legal or not. They will find a way if they don't want that baby, and that's unsafe. It's still a woman's choice. It's still a woman's choice.
After having her abortion, Young thought she would never be able to have kids. She says she was blessed with 3 children years after and later became a birth coach to be the support she never had. Teresa.
Amel, thank you for that story. Again, abortions are protected in New York State, but some lawmakers are looking to make it part of the state constitution.